arbitrarily at the moment.
There's a way to get in there, but I don't remember how. I guess I'd actually look at the map. Full map. Oh, you would have to go down and basically get it from like the bottom of that mushroom area.
Ah!
I thought we did this, Spirit. I could have sworn we did this.
It's plays.
Why is the music Reach for the Stars? Could they not get... oh wait, actually they couldn't get any music from 06 because apparently the guy that, like, composed the music for... Oh. Yeah, apparently, like, the guy that composed the music for 06, I think it was he left Sega,
Right.
and he, like, owns that music because...
They could have got Sonic Rush!
No, oh no, wait, it wasn't 06, it was Rush. So, like, the guy that composed the music for Rush, I don't believe he owns, I don't believe he works at Sega anymore. He, like, technically owns the music. It was either that, or because he loved to sample things, he was caught in a mild plagiarism controversy, or something like that, because of how much sampling he did.
It's Kamikuva!
Because he did sample a lot.
2 tickets, please! 1 sweet young thing, 1 evil king! It's Bowser! The king of evil! And it's a little hag! Life's too short!
Did you have to... Could you actually make her and Bowser invisible in the... The effect of that spirit was after a certain while she makes herself invisible. Could you actually do that?
Yes.
If you go up, I believe you'll get into that city.
Right here. I love that line! 1 evil king, and 1 sweet young thing. It's Bowser, the king of evil! And a deluded old hag! Life's too short!
Here's an extra spicy hot take, and I guess it's fitting given the area we're in. I think Bowser Your Door is kind of overrated. Oh, yeah, I said it! Said it, Internet! Fight me! It's not as good as you remember! Now, while I say that, I'm not going to be one of those full hipster assholes and say that the game is, like, bad or something. I'll only be hipster asshole and say, while the game, is good, I feel this is very much one of those cases of people that shit on the later games in the series don't acknowledge that the one they put on such a pedestal, while not as bad, does have some of the problems the later games have.
Don't worry, guys, I cut out all the filth.
My point exactly. Poor Charlie and Alf, they couldn't, no, poor Charlie and Brittany, they couldn't even get alternate costumes. They got the worst fate, recolors of an alternate costume. Anyway, like I said...
You know, I forgot about that.
What?
The button mapping. Where, like, it's a cool command, but...
Yeah, but anyway, like I said, I'm not going to, you know, be like a full, or like, again, hipster asshole and say, oh, 1,000 Year Door was never good or something. No, it is, again, I feel people kind of, like, people act like the game is flawless when it's not, and again, it does have a lot
You guys want to come up here?
It has a lot of its own problems. Like, when you sit there and look at it, the pacing of the chapters is kind of, it's kind of bad.
Yes and no.
Like, I was sitting there really thinking about it, only, like,
Very recently, I watched a guy who never beat that game beat it blind, and my god, that was one of the worst runs I have ever seen of that video game. Sweet baby Jesus. Holy shit, let me tell you.
Like, when you sit there and think...
By all accounts, he should have never won.
But he did. Oh, wait, go back over. Go... When you get up to that first gray spot, stop and go... Oh, wait, that's where the one gate was.
Yes!
But anyway, as I'm saying with the, Thousand-Year Door, like, half of...
Yeah.
Like, sitting there and thinking, I feel like half of the game's chapters are kind of bad, because chapter is Hotel. It's a good tutorial chapter for the most part. It does have a kind of obnoxious difficulty spike in the fact that, like, to basically, you know, have Coops, and now, like, this isn't a bad design, but this can lead to you getting RNG screwed in a few areas. The chapter is designed to where basically...
Koopas is God's here and everyone else is useless?
No, it's like, because you have... The Koopas are designed to be dealt with Koops, and the flying, like, Goombas and Koopas, because Koops can't hit flying enemies, they're designed for Goombella. So if you get... And because at that point in the game, you don't have the ability to switch party members without wasting a turn for Mario. If you get RNG screwed and get a bad party set up, or like what happened to me, you end up with the game, like...
Okay,
can't the
so...
game get a sleepy sheep there?
I'm trying to remember how you reached that.
To get into the one city, you're going to have to go... around. That puts you to the one gate. Zoom the map out again. I want to see every spot that...
They're all blocked.
So then we would have to open the gate then.
We'll get a move on record a little bit longer, because this is at least a game where
a lot of shit can happen really quick.
Did we do this?
I think we did. Yeah, we did.
That's cool.
Yeah, anyway, like I was saying, the first chapter, like, it's, like, good for the most part. The way, like, the types of enemies you can encounter are very set up to be a tutorial, because you can end up running... Like, the enemies you run into, basically, the Koops is designed to deal with them, and the flying enemies, Goombella, is designed to deal with them. The one problem is that if you get RNG screwed, you can get some bad enemy layouts that are kind of fucking hell to deal with. Or the thing that happened to... Or the thing that happened to me... Or the other thing you can end up with, and this is what happened to me on the first playthrough, enemies will sometimes have items, and I got, like, 3 enemies, each holding a different item, and one of them was a sleepy sheep, and after they put the characters to sleep, I, like, literally couldn't do anything, and I basically died because the game essentially just said, fuck you. But other than that little problem, it actually doesn't have, like, the first chapter doesn't have too many
oh yeah, side specials, because Excitebike. You see the little deep cuts?
Yeah. And I believe all the Warios are lined up to the color of Excitebike, of the Excitebike players. Or at least as close as they can get. Chapter 2 of the 1,000-Year Door is the tree, and I will be blunt. I think the tree is just kind of awful. What's the name of the tiny Pikmin motherfuckers that,
Hold on.
What's the name of the tiny, like, Pikmin motherfucker who...
It's supposed to be pronounced Punies, but some people read it as the Poonies.
I'm reading it as puny because of what the other word sounds like.
Good old Poonies.
I will be blunt and say that that chapter is fucking awful. Like, I get it, you had to show off how big, like, the GameCube's, you know, rendering dick is, and how many models/sprites it can have on screen without the game.
Oh, yeah, fuck that chapter.
Without the game fucking melting. So I get that. But don't do that on thin-ass tiny platforms. And that's, like, that's literally what makes it so bad. If the platforms weren't...
Sudden Final Smash! Here's a Final Smash suddenly.
Like, if the platforms weren't as, you know, tiny, that part of the chapter wouldn't really be that bad, in all honesty. It's just the fact that they have you walk across, like, tiny-ass platforms with those things. And it's not only tiny-ass platforms, it is tiny-ass platforms where the game is... Don't they intentionally put spider enemies in the positions to scare those things, making them run off like dumbasses?
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah. Donkey Kong is here.
Uh-huh.
Are you sure you can?
I'm sure he couldn't.
I'm terrible. Sure, you can.
No, that's what makes, you know, the second chapter, like, literally the worst thing. And then the third chapter is the Glitz Pit, right?
Yes.
A lot of people don't like the Glitz Pit because they say that it's like that the chapter is padding because it's mostly
Is there a lava floor in this? No.
Death Scythe enemy has an increased movement speed. A lot of people say that like the Glitz Pit is padding because the area is very tiny and it's like fights for the most part. I don't completely agree with that because the chapter, to keep the like all the fights from being repetitive, it basically has actually, to keep all the fights from being repetitive, it has those special conditions from the fight for each fight, which do make the battles interesting. Though I will admit one problem with those, and now granted you can just run because of this, so it's not like completely bad design, but this does still kind of leave a mark of a bit of sloppy design. The special conditions you have to fulfill for every fight in that chapter are
randomized in a way where sometimes you're just kind of arbitrarily
you
fucked.
can literally get RNG screwed. But to be fair, in any other game, I would be fucking livid at this because, you know, getting RNG screwed, that would be bad game design. You can literally run and you're not going to get any penalty for it.
No, it's wrong time. Good old Ron.
So when are you recording that game for us?
About that.
We're all going to have to play the one game we hate. I'm going to record Dark Souls. I have no idea what Sean and Brian are going to do, so you're going to have to record your equivalent to that. I feel like Sean's going to do Bumpity Trot. Has that become kind of a running in-joke?
Yes! Yes, good old Bumpity Trot. A relaxing non-linear adventure.
The game literally says that if you sit down at the title screen. That's a nothing game no one ever played.
Ah, damn it.
Like, after the Glitz Pit, what's the chapter after that?
Alright. come on. Damn it. Talk in a second. Boop. I've just been, you know,
And
fisting.
what was the chapter after,
Chapter 4 is Twilight Town.
Oh, yeah, and, like, that really is a problem with most of the chapters.
Fucking hell, Twilight
That
Town.
really is a problem with most of the chapters in Thousand Year Door, is backtracking.
Pew!
Ha, asshole, you missed!
Big pew.
Like,
Pew!
that really is the problem I feel Thousand Year Door has for the most
Let's
part.
work on getting at least this side of the map open.
I declare the Fry Cook games open. You had a Pac-Man maze area, and that's not where you put Pac-Man. You had one job, Sakurai. One job. Anyway, like, I feel to make it
Good old Don Bongo.
to make it a bit, the point a bit shorter, or that like really is Thousand Year Door's biggest. The problem is all of the backtracking in like every chapter, because every chapter that's asked has like some weird fetish for it. Or it's a result of poor design, I really can't tell. Because it's the funny thing is, if you were given simple fast travel points, everything would be fine.
You mean better coherent fast travel? Because the problem, there's fast travel, it's just...
You literally can't get the as I've said before, I am convinced the fast travel systems were
Oh, start.
were 100% put the character from WarioWare is meant to be an alien. That's why Starman is here.
Yeah. I fucking hate that assist trophy.
Smash. Anyway, Oh yeah, also because he's meant to be an alien, Mewtwo keeps trying to drop on you. I think his thing is that he falls faster and he does the quick drop. Yeah, he quick drops. Except he quick dropped onto a mine. Like a dumbass.
As you do. Ah, I thought him with Star Fox. Well, Fox is dad.
Same thing, really. They literally just took Fox's model and put sunglasses on it.
It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, how do you all feel about Thousand Year Door? Carson's opinion in this video I kind of agree with. Me disagreeing with him was kind of a joke. He did make some okay points because Thousand Year Door does have a lot of very awkward structure problems, and I noticed for first-time players, the game can be kind of unfair, and a lot of the RNG, I will agree, looking back on it, it's very, very terrible, but I don't think the game is that bad. However, I do see some of the random flaws that he pointed out as an adult, but overall, I don't think the game is that bad, and I still consider it a really solid game. However, if they remade the game and rebalanced it a little bit, I think it would be far better. A lot of the chapters I hate could easily be fixed with better transportation, because one of the biggest problems in that game, backtracking to a lot of areas, is awful. But anyway, I'm rambling. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All my social media links, as well as my Discord link, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shield for a minute. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and leave some comments. If you want to keep up with our videos, hit the subscription button and ring the notification bell. And if you follow me on social media, that helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. See you all next time.